What's up, guys? It's been a minute since I made an educational video. This is going to be somewhat educational. Hopefully you can learn something out of it. It's going to be very beginner friendly. I'm basically going to go over how to prep and paint door jambs. I'm going to be doing them like a custom mix of candy brandy wine. I'm going to try to make it as straightforward and simple to understand as possible. So I've already done all the prep work and it's ready for paint. Because it's such a boring process, I didn't really record it, but I'm gonna explain how to do it pretty simply, pretty easily. So straight to the point. First, what I did, I got myself, I can't find it, but I got myself 400 grit sandpaper, and you basically either can do it by hand, or you get one of these bullshits with the interference or whatever the fuck is called, the soft pad. So that way, it's not hard. It doesn't like burn into the paint as well. You're just scuffing the paint. So you use one of these for the bulk of the work. And then once you think you're done, prepping, then you take the same or like another sheet of 400 grit and you take a soft block. So what I have right here is a hard block. Why is it hard? Because it's fucking hard. You can't bend it. It's solid. A soft block is kind of just like, it's the same thing as a block, but it's soft. It like, you can do that type of shit with it, right? So it just follows all the contours and everything. And then once you think you're done with that, then you get yourself one of these maroon Scotch Brights. And then you go over everything one last time, all the corners, all the edges, whatever the hell you can. You go over it again. And then you would say, I'm out of it. And then you would think you're done, right? Hopefully at that point you're done. And then comes the taping process. You could do it a lot cleaner than what I did. I kind of do it the lazy man way because it's hot. I'm outside in the heat, dying. Basically, there's a method called back masking. So after you remove all your trim and all that shit, you go ahead and you put the tape on the inside. So I'm gonna have to. So what you do is, this is the sticky side right here. This is sticky. So I went in and I put it on the back side and I laid the paper over it. So you go along this whole thing, you lay the tape on the back side so the sticky side is facing towards you. And then you apply the paper on and it should theoretically stick and give you no problems. And when you find out it gives you problems like I do, then you just go and just tape over it some more for some more support. And I also like ran some tape on the inside, sticky side facing towards you, from one edge to another to give it a little more strength. I fell on this side, so tape is a little loose. I could fix it, but I think I'll be fine. Cause I was doing this shit and I kind of like tripped a little bit and I pushed it in. So I'll fix that actually. Yeah, I need to fix that. So when you do fuck ups like I did and you fall, there's an easy way to do it. I'm literally just gonna take some tape. It's hard to do with one hand, but I'm really gonna take some tape and just, this is probably not the best way to do it, but you know, it gets the job done. So doing it this way, yeah, that complete edge won't have paint on it, but does it really fucking matter? The rubber trim is gonna go over all this shit. So that's basically your whole prep and paint process. That's the lazy man's way. It works. It's not gonna be a show car. Doesn't fucking matter. You could get the edges like all the way here if you really wanted to. I don't care because I have to scuff everything anyways again. And yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. This still, like, I prepped a lot of this for the overspray, but when the doors are back on, I'm gonna have to scuff everything down again and then run sealer and all that blah blah blah. Anyways, so to repeat the process, took off all your trim, all your doors. You could wash it down with like some wax removing like dish soap to help out with like your bacteria and all that other bullshit that's built up. And then once you do that, scuff it, everything with 400. You can use it by hand or by DA with the soft pad to, you know, like reduce the amount of work. And then you go over by hand with the 400 grit sandpaper one more time. And then you go over with the maroon Scotch Brite. And at that point, if you didn't rush it, you should be done with the sanding process. And then you just go along and you just tape it, not like an idiot, but, you know, smartly. And that's basically, you're basically ready for paint at that point. So before I paint, what I like to do is I get this Sprayway glass cleaner and I just spray over everything and I just wipe it off. I already did it to the car, so I'm gonna just do it one time to the door. You don't want it to dry, so real quick, fucking get your shop rag. Cool. Okay, get your shop rag before it dries. Just wipe it all off. And you want to wear gloves because your hands have oils and shit. You don't want those oils to transfer over, because if they do, you're kind of defeating the purpose. Just like holding a phone. Your phone has oils in it, so hopefully I'm not causing too much damage. But yeah, you basically do this to the entire part. That way it helps clean all the dust and the dirt and the grime that's been built up. So your paint sticks better, you get less chance of reactions, because once you get chemical reactions, you're kind of playing a guessing game of fixing it on how to fix it, and it's just annoying. So take your time with the prep work, spend the extra money, do shit the right way, as much of the right way as you can. Like the right way right here would be to prime it a little bit and sand it and then seal it, but it's the inside of the car. I don't really care that much. But yeah, you do this to the entire part. I'm not gonna record myself doing it so I can do it the right way, but yeah, once you do that, then you're ready for paint.